Hey y'all, welcome to our 1932 English Tudor cottage in Lakewood in Dallas, Texas. So wanted to give you all a construction update on how the progress is coming along, and not too much longer now. Hopefully we will be in the house. So let me flip the camera around and give you a tour. Okay, walking into the living room here, we have the chandelier up and the beams and fireplace stained. We've got our existing marble that was here when the house was built, back up and secured to the fireplace. We're going to cover the grout lines there with something dark and then re-grout this, but we've got the bookshelves stained and painted in there. We are still waiting for this window to be delivered and installed. That's a whole nother story. Haven't had the best luck with the window company that we went with. So, that's important to pick your partners wisely because it does have an impact. So here's the living room. Got our can lights installed. Got our AC hooked up. It's currently about 44 degrees in Dallas today. Had a bit of a cold front come through, and we don't have the gas connected quite yet, but so it's cold, but we have had some warm days in Dallas, and so having the AC connected has been nice. Here is the dining room all completed. These windows here will have grids installed in them. They're just, not quite here yet. Chandelier for the dining room all covered up because they were doing the last coat of paint. Here is the door that will be out to a patio. We're getting glass made for here. That's been ordered, and then we'll paint the door, and it will look really good. Replace the hardware, and it'll look really nice with these windows here. We've got limestone, which has been covered up with paper, but we have the limestone installed, and here's the great view looking into the living room. The hardwood floor folks are coming on Monday, so tomorrow actually, to start to sand down the floors and finish the railing and stuff on the stairs to be completed. So here is the kitchen, and we've got our cabinets installed and painted, our vent hood with the trim up, got some tile choices for the backsplash there. Not sure if any of those are going to work, but we'll keep looking. So here are more cabinetry. There'll be glass fronts that are on order that will be installed there. Little bookshelf. This island is stained. It's really nice. And let me give you a full kind of look here front on with the kitchen. So we'll have a 48-inch range, Thermador appliances throughout. Those shelves are really cool. We added those kind of after looking at the space there. It was like, oh wow, this is such like a big space on that wall. We wanted to, add something to break it up, and more storage is never a bad thing. Refrigerator will go there. We've got a 36-inch built-in refrigerator. Here is the pantry, and for now we are just doing just regular old metal shelving until we can afford to get some real shelving built. But here's the butler's pantry. Again, glass fronts for these cabinets here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Glass fronts for these. We'll have a little bench here for storage. I think we'll put liquors and stuff in there. Wine fridge will go here. More storage. Coffee station. So our coffee machine will go here, and then storage. More storage up there. It's pretty. I like the cabinetry color. This is called Dirty Martini by Sherwin-Williams. And then pocket door here closes this off. This is the laundry room. So let me get the light flipped on in here. So washer, dryer there. Our beloved Speed Queens will go in there. We'll have a shelf there for, all of the pods and everything, and more shelving here. Same with this here. And then you turn back around and we added shelves here. That was, again, another last minute decision on that. And then, got some cabinetry. We'll have a sink here. And then back out. This is a wardrobe here. Let me see if I can open this. And it's got tons of shelving. And I think we'll probably take some of these out because that's too much. But for, just storage, this will be where the dog's water and whatnot goes. Here's down the hallway. We got the garage all drywalled, installed, lighting installed. Same with the guest house over there. And then we're gonna bust out these garage doors and add a garage door, one single garage door at some point. But want to get the inside done and livable to start off with. Here is the breaker must be flipped on this one, but this is just another storage closet. This will be where all the cleaning supplies and the vacuums and whatnot go. Walk down this hallway here. Nice view out to the backyard, which is awful. Don't even look at that. It's insane. Here's the other hallway here. This light is probably off as well. But here's the dresser that I bought off Facebook Marketplace. Toilet's been installed. Countertop folks will cut out this top, and all of the drawers have been now cut for the sink to be placed in there. We'll have a mirror here and then sconces beside the mirror. And yeah, it's going to look really good. Here's my office. Not much changed or going on in here. Just like a little room and hardwood floors. Everything's hardwood in this house. Here's one of the bedrooms. We got a ceiling fan installed. Half the lights are installed. Electrician should be coming back soon. So yeah, this is going to be our TV room now. Initially, we were going to make the other room the TV room, but we're going to add a plug right here, mount our big 80-inch TV, and have our sectional in here. Just because this room is so big, it will be perfect. And we have our bathroom pretty much done. Vanities ready to go. Get the sinks dropped in. Got the toilet over there. I think they did some painting, but here's the shower. We got the trim on and everything, and yeah, they just had to paint that. So got the doors installed, and we'll get those cleaned up. But this is looking good. I love the penny tile in here. It's really fun with a little gray grout and these white vanity tops, and we'll have mirrors. I'll show you the mirrors, and then here's the other. This will be the guest room. This was going to be our TV room, which is why we had the plug put up on the wall there. But after kind of comparing the sizes, it was like, this makes way more sense. Those are all exterior lights, extra shelves. These are the mirrors that we bought from, that's what they look like, Target actually. Someone stole one of our ceiling fans. We've had a lot of theft at this house, which is super frustrating based on the neighborhood. But I bought another ceiling fan, bought it from Home Depot, versus Capital Lighting, and it's not the same style. So I had to order another one. I'm gonna take this guy back to Home Depot and call it good, I guess. Hopefully they take it back. So going up the stairs, these will all be finished out and staying dark. And the railing will be added here. And you go up the stairs, enter into this will be a little office here for Benny. That is we added that for the vent hood duct work for the fan goes out and exits the roof of the house. Got our windows installed and painted. That is some flooring we had to patch up here. This is a pine floor. Downstairs is a red oak. And here is the main bedroom. Again, most of the lighting is installed up here. Couple, things we need to fix. Like get that, well, you can't see, but the can isn't all the way pushed up to the ceiling. Had to rebuild this window because it was all rotten. And the window guys didn't put it in right. So that's been fun. We built these little benches here to cover that's HVAC ductwork, and then this floors will be resanded. This is a door out to the attic space, and so get the light here. Here's our hot water heater, which isn't quite up and running just because we don't have the gas turned on. Here's our HVAC equipment, which the AC is turned on. The roofers fell through the drywall in a couple places up here, actually. I don't know how, but they did. So that one, and then back there, they basically fell through all of that. And we had to patch the drywall, and they stamped down a bunch of the insulation that we'd blown in. So we're going to be blowing in more insulation in here. So, but yeah, I love this. This is a huge system. This house never had HVAC before, so kind of cool. And then this will be the main closet here. We're just going to do some rows of hangers here until we can afford to build a proper built-in closet, have a mirror right here. Again, we built this bench that's from to hide the HVAC ductwork that goes from here to service this side of the house. So yeah, it looks good. I love it up here. It's so cozy up here. This is the bathroom. This is a vanity top here that we bought. This is all Pottery Barn. And we've got sconces that will go in here. I think we're going to move the sconces to the side there, and then put the mirrors up there. And it'll have a white Carrara marble countertop. And here's our shower. So the glass doors ordered. This will be all resanded, dark stained hardwood. Should be similar to kind of that look. But I'm excited and a little nervous to have hardwoods actually in the shower here. So how to maintain that to keep it in high quality working order. Here's the toilet that's installed. Got the fan, little AC unit. There's no door here, but we've got the door here, and another AC unit there. Again, hardwoods. Here's our shower. We got Carrara marble there, and on the window ledge. And this is the pipe that this came with, and it's just too. This is already a short shower, so we needed something that's going to extend out. So I bought another line here, a different extension that will come out probably here, and then kind of so the water will kind of hit the middle. But we've got this great handheld, and then the way that this turns on and off, it's pretty cool. So You turn it on. Um, Turn it on, and that, and turn it off. So pretty neat. And then this adjusts the water temperature. So I like that. But again, yeah, this is very short. So, um, but that's what you do. This is a dormer that we built this in, and you know, you got to do what you got to do. So, but I love this. This is leftover tile from our last house that we did. So it's a glazed brick, kind of like a zelage and a green. It looks almost black in the dark, but it's like a dark green, with a very creamy tote, grout that we've put in there, and then just marble squares on the floor and a Carrera right there on the threshold, and then this will be Carrera and all chrome. So it's gonna look really good. It'd be a cozy little bathroom, but it will work for us. So I hope you all enjoyed the updates. I am looking forward to moving into the house. Feels like it's been a month now, and they keep saying 2 more weeks, 2 more weeks, but it feels like it should really be 2 more weeks, because we have the floors being sanded and then the countertops being installed next week. And so once that's done, plumbing can come in, we can get the gas turned on, kind of get some things closed out, and then do the final coat of paint throughout the house. So I hope you guys enjoyed the update. I can't wait to get the inside done and then start on the outside to give you a tour of what that looks like, and take you along for the ride. So hope you enjoyed it. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.